34 laps to go here at the inaugural running of the Indy 250 as we're under our third caution. Let's talk to Elliott Sadler. He's running in 8th place right now. DJ?
Hey, Elliott, Dale Jarrett, you have a call?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, thanks for talking with us. Anything surprised you about the racing here today? Something you weren't expecting?
No, it's same old Indy, Dale, with track position is so important. Clean air. You can have a good handling race car. Get behind the car in front of you, and your car changes dramatically. So it's all about restarts. You got to get a good restart. These cars are drafting, bump drafting a ton on these restarts, definitely, especially down the back straightaway. So we got to get a good restart here, hopefully. Try to get some clean air and then work on them from there.
All right, thanks a lot, buddy. Good luck these last 33 laps.
All right, thank you.
There you see Kyle Busch behind him there as he is shown in 9th position. Look at the temperature on the left side there. It says 100 degrees inside that cockpit. And then he's got the fire suit on and everything else.
Yeah, you had all of the rest of that stuff. Yeah, and you even put that down closer to the floorboard, it'd be even hotter.
We mentioned Kyle Busch, of course. This is the deepest he's really been. 9th. Let's listen in on the radio.
Basically, our target mile per gallon would be about a 1.5 second lap time loss of whatever pace you're running, or I can give you an RPM to decrease to.
Andy?
Well, that's not doable. I mean, if they give up over a second a lap, they're going to be so far behind by the time they get down to it, they can't take advantage of it.
James Buescher gets
we need to run about a 54 flat for about 12 laps towards the end of the race.
James Buescher gets the free pass again. He puts him back on the lead lap. A total of 30 cars on the lead lap. And up front it is Sam Hornish Jr., Michael Annett, that's right. He is right on the outside. Austin Dillon third, Brian Scott, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, and Elliott Sadler. That's your top 8. We're racing again in Indy. Great restart for the 12. And here comes Austin Dillon.
Got some different players up here than what we've seen up front. A lot of slipping and sliding with the 2 tires.
Interesting to see when and if the 4-tire guys can make their way up. Here comes Elliott Sadler with the help from the 18, and there's 54, Kyle Busch in the mix as well. Side by side through the corner, that's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. trying to get underneath the 33 of Paul Menard.
And this is going to open the door for somebody behind to try to come and make a run at those 2. Like Justin Allgaier that was right behind them.
Sam Hornish Jr., our 6th different leader. There you see Kyle once again. He's picked up 2 spots.
That 54 car is just extremely fast. Kyle Busch can just kind of decide where he wants to pass these people, but he's got a fuel issue as far as having enough to get to the end right now.
Brad Keselowski and the 3 car of Austin Dillon. Here comes the 2 of Elliott Sadler around Michael Annett. Remember, they're duking it out for the dash for cash money.
See these cars that put on 2 tires, the 3, the 43, seem to be struggling a little bit with these cars like Elliott Sadler has 4, being able to make their way up.
First place in the points chase, passes 2nd place in the championship. You saw Kyle Busch there. He has now moved up into the 6th position. One car that has pulled down pit lane, Ryan Blaney. The young 18-year-old had a pretty decent run going, but an unscheduled stop here. There is Kyle going around the 43 of Annett, so move him up into the 5th spot. While all this goes on, let's get caught up with Reed Sorensen. How about it, Dave?
Of course, he was involved in the lap 38 wreck with Danica Patrick. What kind of a day did you have going before that happened, and then what'd you see? You've seen the replay now.
Yeah, this Shelby American Ford was running okay. We have a good weekend so far. Fighting a little bit tight. We were actually about to pit the very next lap, and just going into one, next thing I know, I was sideways, and I was pretty sure I got hit by somebody, and I'm not sure much I could do. I thought I had it saved, you know, it's pretty hard to save a car here at Indy when you get turned going into one. So I don't know if she just got in too hot or what the deal was, but all in all, we were having a good time, and you know, we hadn't really got to adjust the car too much yet. So we were looking forward to getting a few more adjustments in, but we'll get him back again at Atlanta. We're going back to my hometown and get this Engine Shelby company car back out there and have some fun.
Disappointing day for a startup team that's on a partial schedule, having a decent run before all that, Marty.
And as you were finishing up on the left side of your screen, the 18 of Denny Hamlin makes the pass, moves up another spot. There's your race leader, Sam Hornish Jr., with Brad Keselowski right behind him. Now in third place is Elliott Sadler, but he is 1.4 seconds behind, on board with Brad.
I'm not sure Brad's not sitting in a position he wants to stay in for a minute. We'll see if he goes on around Sam Hornish. You see Sam really struggling. Yeah, I thought Brad might be saving a little bit of fuel running there for a lap or two.
Yeah, he can still save fuel once he gets out in front. That might even put him in a little better position. See, Sam, he was holding the position pretty well on those two tires with that clean air. But now, like I said, those four tires are taking over. Keselowski now has the point. He can control the pace of the race.
And there you see Kyle Busch coming through the screen in fourth. He's picked up, let's see, 6 spots in 4 laps. Not too bad, but he's got a fuel issue. The laps are winding down here at Indy. Back here at Indianapolis, we are under caution for the 4th time today with 26 laps to go, and it's Brian Scott that was involved as he got loose coming through turn number 4 and then had just a slight contact with the 51 of Ty Dillon. And watch the 11.
So he got a little bit loose coming out of turn 3. That allowed Casey Kane in the 38 to make a move to the inside. Brian never got it back down. You can see he's really fighting the wheel. Gets loose here. He's going to spin out.
Ty Dillon does an incredible job to save that car. Made slight contact with the left front fender of Brian Scott. That's where the smoke's coming from.
And watch this view. It gives you a totally different feel. It looks like, oh man, they had a lot more contact.
See, Paul Menard had to go down pit road to avoid being a part of that accident.
There's the damage on the number 11.
Looks like a little more contact than it looked like. Knocked it in there pretty good.
I do not want to go a lap down here. It's not worth it. We can work on this multiple times here.
All right, some of these guys are short on fuel, depending on how many yellow laps.
Yeah, the guys,
Yeah,
I mean, like Kyle Busch, if he absolutely cannot make it, he has to pit. Now, if they're wanting to roll the dice, they think they can stretch it out, they're going to gamble on how much he's going to pit.
Yeah.
Well, we've got some takers, as you can see on the right side of your screen. But the
Kyle stayed
54
out.
of Kyle Busch stayed out. So we'll take a break here, sort things out, and see how everybody shakes out as far as the fuel situation is concerned. We are 3/4 of the way through this race. Here's what happened that put us under our 4th caution of the day at Indianapolis. The ESPN original documentary series returns with a captivating account of Brazilian Formula One sensation Ayrton Senna. Following his struggles on and off the track, from his rise to global fame to his tragic end. An ESPN original documentary, Senna. It's tomorrow at 10 on ESPN2. Back here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, our 4th caution still underway with 24 laps remaining and several question marks involving cars that stayed out, primarily the fastest car on the racetrack, Kyle Busch. Also, we're going to need to update you on Paul Menard. He is now back in 16th position as a result of the evasive action that he had to take when this spin occurred with Brian Scott. Let's go back and show you what happened.
You can see this is the original pass. This is where the 11, Brian Scott's going to get loose. 51 to Ty Dillon.
See, Ty Dillon,
33 here.
Ty does a really good job not to crash. Here's Paul trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, so there's a car in front, so he goes down pit road.
Now the team felt that because they slowed down even more that they should have been able to get back into the position where they were when the yellow came out. NASCAR says no, it's where you blend. Here's Ernie Cope, crew chief, talking it over with the NASCAR official and getting the explanation.
Now, they didn't get a penalty for speeding on pit road because he did slow down, even though technically he would have been speeding. They let you slide with that if it's an evasive move.
And while all this is going on, Paul Menard's made another stop. Let's check in on the 54. How about it, Doc?
Well, let's eavesdrop. Let's look over the engineer's shoulder here. With their permission, you see that number 98 on the screen in front of us, that red 98? That's exactly, by his calculations, what lap Kyle Busch should run out of gas. Now, they're doing some calculating now and thinking about they were about 4.5 laps shy. And Kyle has been saving during this caution flag. Let's check in with Mike Beam. Mike, with your driver saving now, what do you think? Can you make it to 100?
God, I don't know. I think, yeah. I mean, Joey's saying we can, and, you know, this caution, you know, helped us there. So, and I know Kyle's been saving. So we're just going to go. I mean, we, you know, have had a really good car. You know, we got pit stops have been horrendous here, but, you know, but guys are tired. I mean, you know, they've worked hard all week, but, you know, still, we can go. We're going to go. I mean, we've been gambling all year, so it's no use to change the way we're. I know it's not the most popular thing to do, but that's the way I'm going to do it. If we win, we win. If we don't, hell, we'll go home, go get more.
All right, guys that are under pressure, they're exhausted, and they're rolling the dice once again. Amazing here for this 54 team.
If he would have stopped, he could have come out as high as 17th. Now we'll have to wait and see. He's 2 laps short as we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Brad Keselowski is your leader. Sam Hornish Jr. second. Sadler, then Kyle Busch in 4th. Whoa, Kyle gets around. Can he save it before hitting the wall?
Lock it down. Lock it down.
Caution is out. And what a save.
Get it rolling here. Get it rolling. Yellow is out.
He keeps it off the wall. But now he is definitely going to have to come down pit road.
Yeah, don't have to worry about fuel now.
Well, he made a huge move.
He did. I saw him.
Down
He
the front
broke out
straightaway.
three wide on the start. He got pretty aggressive right there, and he needed to.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Sadler was going to give him the room there, but it looked like he got to the inside of him.
Go back and take another look at it.
See, he got down there, and he's trying to get the inside of Sam Hornish. He's trying to get in the gas, but got up against him, and around she goes.
Boy, the 3 of Austin Dillon, nice job of not getting collected in that as well.
That's talent right there, though. He did a good job not to hit anything.
Here's the super slow-mo.
See right there, he's already hit that. The wheels aren't turned to the left at all. He's fighting a loose condition to start with, and then when you get over against, you turn a little bit. There goes the back end. Got no air getting to the spoiler in that particular spot right there either.
Look there, not hardly a mark on the 12 car. And Kyle, I could have probably chased that just a little more, but he'd have put Sam in a real bad spot too.
Yeah, chances were that if he tries to correct that anymore, then he's going to get into Sam, and then no telling what may happen.
Those two were involved in an accident last week too.
I was going to say there was a little history, and we were wondering if there would be any bad blood carrying over, but as you said, Kyle stayed off of him as much as he could. Now watch this from Austin Dillon's view.
See a little contact right there.
Still outside, though, that 54. Watch him. Low, low, low. Come on, come on, come on. Clear all around, clear all around.
Now from Denny Hamlin's view.
Two by two, still inside 3. Just a 3. 2 by 2, 2 by 2. Keep coming, come on, clear, 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 no caution.
Now we mentioned the fact that these two had an issue last week, and let's take you back and show you exactly what happened.
Yeah, this was later in the race, and the Kyle Busch and Brendan Gaughan were running side by side. Sam Hornish got into the left rear. Kyle Busch sent him spinning.
Sam said he was temporarily distracted, and that was late in the race. Everybody racing for those spots, and it wasn't intentional. I don't think Kyle thought it was either.